that cannot be stressed enough. In business, in any business, and we're all in business for sales. We all care about our customers. Customer retention is key. You can underline that 17 times.
Baruch Green, thank you for joining me here in studio.
Thank you for having me. Pleasure being here.
Well, a special thank you for showing up with this beautiful package. Okay, for those that are watching this by video, yes, you see here, there's a cup of water just for hydration, and then there's a cup of coffee, because I'm going to open this up. We took off the plastic wrapping previously, but in this beautiful package, there is, yes, everyone's looking at it and wondering how you can get this. So, Baruch, tell us, how did this all come about? I mean, we're going to get to it in a bit. I don't know how you do this, how you ship nationwide. These are all questions I want to get to, but
sure.
What was the inspiration for all this? How did it all come about?
So it actually started in our kitchen. She would make these for parties, events, friends, etc. And they gained popularity. And she actually decided this on her own. It was a surprise to me. I came home one afternoon, and she showed me an ad that she had put in a local circular with her home phone number, that she's turning this into a business. A few short years later, and here we are. It gained popularity. We developed ways of shipping them nationwide, which we'll talk about. And that's the story tells itself.
The story.
The story tells itself, as I tell my salespeople, and this is something important to know as well.
Okay.
In sales in general, which we're gonna get to, it's common knowledge in sales that more than selling the product, you sell yourself. And what we've come across with is that the product sells itself, and we very much let that show and come forth, because that's, as we're going to talk about, customer retention, employee morale, by giving something that's this
right.
obvious,
right.
just brings that. We'll discuss how that comes about.
Now, let's talk about customer retention, okay? We all know in the business world it is, 5 times more difficult to get a new account than it is to retain an existing account. Now, of course, anyone who's in the service business understands you have to service your customers to the nth degree, and that there's no excuses for second-rate service. However,
I must interject that cannot be stressed enough. In business, in any business, and we're all in business for sales. We all care about our customers. Customer retention is key. You can underline that 17 times. Yeah.
Now, you touched on something just 2 minutes ago, which is beyond even customer retention. You said that it even helped certain clients of yours land an account. Can you explain how that happened?
Yes.
Because they don't have the relationship yet. They're just pitching them. They sent them a proposal. But how did it help even land the account?
I think you were the one that mentioned this before we got on here, about something along like doing business with us is like a piece of cake.
Right.
But the trick is, if there's some creative way, and there are creative ways. They're not. You don't have to be rocket science. There are creative ways of presenting a gift with a proposal. Now, we've done it with customers in different variations.
Okay.
Where part of the proposal, the physical proposal, came with a gift, came with a cake, and again, as you said, it stands out. But it took the proposal. It showed a certain seriousness to the proposal, but it also took it to the next step. It showed the care. It showed the personal interest, not just in wanting your business, but in putting part of themselves into it.
You know, it's anyone that would argue with this is kind of just blind to the obvious. You know, we all know that going out of your way, showing either a client some love or even a prospect that, you're thinking about them. And I like to add, you're catching them in a way that's creative. It's out of the box thinking, that you're getting this they get, these gifts. It's a cake, it's the minis, whatever it is. And of course, visit lilacandcreme.com to just see the array and the creativity of their products. By the way, can you actually imprint a logo of a client on any of your cakes? Could they do something custom?
Sure, we do this all the time. This
really?
Is something. Yes, I'm glad you brought that up. We've done. Again, I don't know what I can mention on air.
Yeah, you can mention.
Chase Bank, and we've done many nationally recognized companies
sure.
that put their logo either for employees or for whatever different marketing things you want to do. Very, very, very often, and it might even be a better idea. I'm not sure if we're going to get into this soon.
Okay.
But if you're sending this to a client, you might want to send it with their logo on it, or mention or something promoting,
That's so nice.
seeing
Right.
themselves on the product,
like, whoa.
because then it's more about them than about you. So it's not a marketing trick, but it's a relationship.
I love the honor of interviewing C-level executives and sharing their great advice and perspective on Mind Your Business. I'd love to get your feedback. Post it in the comments below and subscribe. You'll never miss an edition of Mind Your Business.